We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State. It's J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
For the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 88.
A big play there. Ball's 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Game at 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
13 yards.
From the gun, Jackson.
Ravens.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early?
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 91 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Browns 14, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return. The
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Cleveland Browns. First and 10.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield.
1-yard line.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Chkaho3. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play at the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Again, Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 16-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 58 yards. And when you draw up a draw play, you want to draw it up like that, right?
Sometimes it takes some fortitude to call that play, because if it doesn't work, it's a lot of angry people waiting in the hole for the runner. In this case, it broke free.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be at practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jackson on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off on a safety, Chkaho3. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He's going to let it go again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's out to Chubb, complete.
Mayfield
give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mayfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Going to the air again with Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off near the 40.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. from the gun. Jackson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
24. Get in there. Let's get in there. 24 is the mark. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
On the carry football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
The score, Browns 24, Ravens 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Hey, 133. Run.
On second down, Mayfield again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Mayfield buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's a 48-yard
Mayfield down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
7-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
Second down and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now this throw caught left side. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 31, Ravens 28. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Ravens.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Jackson now on 2nd and 10, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
First and goal at the 2-yard.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Tucker now to add the point after.
Extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 35, Browns 31. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
10 more yards.
Mayfield to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal.
And now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
On the fake extra point.
Do that every time. Every time.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew...